Warning, this is a review of Zone of the Enders, the second runner HD. No music, video, or sounds of the game were used in the purpose of this review. And remember, this is an opinion. Respect it. Thank you. Carry on with your life and enjoy the show. Welcome to the second part of the Zone of the Enders reviews. Episode 4 was about the first Zone of the Enders game in 2001 by Konami and Hideo Kojima. This one is about its much superior follow-up, Zone of the Enders, the second runner. Made first on the PS2 in 2004 and re-released as part of the Zone of the Enders HD collection on PS3 or Xbox. Now, all the technical issues and graphical mistouches of the first game were automatically wiped away from its sequel within the first few minutes/seconds. The second runner uses anime cutscenes to express emotions, and even at key points of the game goes into full-on movie mode to explain this. Second runner takes place 2 years after the events of the first game, in which Balram has gotten stronger and so has Anubis, now driven by a contemptible man by the name of Ridley Noman. Anubis plans to unleash Balram's ultimate plan of the Almond Project to bring the bring the Metatron metal to its full potential. However, the other mech in this process, the ultra-powerful Jivity, also hides on the planet Jupiter on the moon Calypso. A young miner by the name of Dingo Ingrid finds Jivity and starts it back up. And thus, a new quest begins, this time a vengeful one, to get revenge on Noman for almost killing you and your squad years ago. This game is much better graphically, but it is a gameplay tour de force, with things running at a staggering 40 frames a second. This robot mech destruction fast, controls are fluid and responsive, and for those who have played the first game, which if you've been playing it through HD, you should already know how to play, are faster, more staggering, and even with the sheer amount of enemies on screen, brings one of the game's negativities: frame rate drops. Yep, the newer transition into 720p for second runner caused some frame rate issues on the 360, and even some reports on PlayStation 3. There are even occasional freezes of the 360's hardware which require system reboot, but it's very few and far between, as I was going through it one time in particular. But there's a patch that will lessen the pain. The second runner has incredible boss sequences that require require a bit of mental skill as good twitch skill. All of the Japanese original weapons from the first game return with some new additions, and even the homing missile technique, very rarely used in the first one, is given a massive overhaul in the second runner, making it a more effective method of attack. Blocks, dodges, just overall control of the mech is incredible. This is one of the best mech-based control games you can find on this or any other generation. And I would dare you not to play the second run in more than one time. And even its staggering musical track bolstered by its blistering opening theme Beyond Our Bonds. Bonds is a staggering example of how to do a proper sequel correctly. And the storyline this time is filled with betrayal, double talk, and even a little bit of conspiracy. Even running back into the original runner of Jeopardy, Leo Steinbeck, through the course of the game and having the first game intimately referenced throughout. There are there are a couple of noticeable choke points, just like in the first game, but things are very easily explained, and make sense without too much confusion. Gone is the Mega Man style going between each stage to find necessary equipment. For the second game, Konami decided to take a more linear approach. This actually works out brilliantly. Seeing seeing that all the equipment you need to beat the game is quickly given to you and is quickly explained when you need it by Ada, with without the overuse without the rampant overuse of tutorials on screen. Plus, the maps for the second runner are bigger and there are even grabbable environments that are key to beating some of the later game's big puzzle or boss fights. Yes, just like the first game, the second runner is a quickie, averaging about 6 to 7 hours in a one sitting playthrough. But I dare you not to play it more than one time. It's just that good. And it is it is one of the best examples of Kojima crazy without getting majorly convoluted in its design. If you're going to pick up Zone of the Enders HD, if not for the Metal Gear Solid Revengeance demo, then Second Runner is the main reason you pick this up. This game wasn't largely ignored back in 2004, and it shouldn't be ignored now, which gets to the overall point of the collection. Play the collection for the Second Runner and for the exhilarating action titles that remain here. But don't leave the first Zone of the Enders out in the absolute cold because of its graphical mistouches and imperfections. Both games stand as a testament of how to do mech action correctly and is one of Kojima's best yet widely underappreciated works. Zone of the Enders The second runner as an individual game gets a 9 out of 10 from me, which leaves the overall score for the Zone of the Enders HD collection at an 8. Pick this up at a budgeted price of $40 at any retail store, or pick it up using GameFly. You won't regret the purchase. On the next Kadic Reviews, we dive straight into back-to-back movie reviews. When I decide to do a staggering review, views of two very underestimated movies. Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, and of course the 1996 classic, with quotation marks, Space Jam. Until then, this is Leo Line 59. Live life by the code.